Alright, so anyway, you to listen to all the noises in the background. Well, let's set this thing up portable here. Let me see if maybe get a better angle here. Okay, so what we're gonna do, this is that stupid titanium whip that I told you guys about. I found out if you bend it too much, it wants to break, so I'm gonna be really careful from now on. Okay, so for all intents and purposes, you could put this thing on backwards if you really wanted to. It wouldn't matter. You'd be just adjusting this. I don't know if this is aluminum or silver plated wire. It kind of looks like aluminum to me. It's got this funny oxidation on it. Everything else on it's aluminum, so why not, right? But it works, so I've never tried to put 500 watts through it, but it says you can. My only thing is I really don't like the aluminum. It just kind of funky. Come on. Like right now, it doesn't really. It wants to bind, you know, so if you're not careful. So I probably should have put this part on last. Because see, what happens is you have this big long antenna now. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to hook this thing up. We're going to use this battery, and we're going to try a couple of different tuners. We're going to try the one I built, just see how it does. We're going to go ahead and try to keep from tipping this thing over. And I'm going to use the laptop because I don't really feel like trying to do voice contacts today. There's just too many people on here, and just kind of a pain. So I haven't really used this, so it'll be fun to try it and see how it does. So we've got everything over here. I'm going to use the 891. We know that the meter is bad, so let's go ahead and forget about that, right? Okay. Oh, goodness. There's something to be said about having really short wires for portable. This is nuts. Anyway, we'll put this over there. Okay. I would have already disconnected the battery, okay. But so we got this one here as a piggyback, and it'll run our tuner, and then we need the rest of our stuff. To adapt the rest of this, which is in our 891 box, so I'll be right back. Alright, so we got the 891 box. I know it's not going to show up on the camera, and that's okay, I don't care. We just need this, and let's see, how many adapters do we have? Okay, so source, so I take that one off, and just plug this one in. And we see what our battery's sitting at, 13.14. Okay, and then now let's go run this through here. We've got the adapter on the other end for the Anderson power poles, and we're good to go. I'm not going to worry about watching the meter. Bad shit in the air. Okay. So, let's see. Well, that probably needs to go elsewhere. Remember where I showed you guys before how you can probably hear all the dogs barking. This place is like Dogville. It is absolutely ridiculous. And none of these people take care of their animals either. Most of them are from California, no offense. They move here and they have to have a dog because they think it's some rite of passageway that's going to make people from Arizona think they're not idiots. Of course, their behavior indicates no matter where they're from that they're idiots. So, you can pretend not to be stupid, but if you act stupid, it's going to be pretty obvious. Okay, just got that there. That's over here. Not sure if we'll be able to set the laptop over there. It's probably going to be easier. Actually, just go ahead and our tuner. Even though we get all those wires around the damn place. It's a chair radio station, man. Today I'll be your chairperson. Tonight's topic will be the 891 Yaesu. If you're new, with less than 30 days, please introduce yourself. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, okay. It's really kind of a mess. Look at this. This is nuts. Okay. So this is why people shorten these. I'm trying to put this here where I can keep an eye on it. Probably not going to happen, so go ahead. This drives me nuts. I can't operate like this. This is absolutely just a mess. And look at this. It's like, dude, why? I can take this out and make it shorter, but then you have no protection. But seriously, the clutter drives me nuts. Okay. I don't know what it is, but this clock app that I put on here, what is it called? And this stupid thing keeps trying to update itself. I don't want it to update. It doesn't have enough room on the hard drive. The big all servers failed. Network time. So I've been having problems with this thing. Stop. Restart it. Okay. So, it still blows my mind that a laptop cannot be accurate on the time. It's really stupid. Okay. In fact, let's just do this. Come on. All right. We would be probably 10 meters. I think 10 might be closed up. Let's go ahead and see if we can. Are you kidding me? All right. We have a sound card error now. Something we haven't had before. This is why, this is good practice, because this is what's going to happen when you go set up portable. It'll just be like a nightmare. I kid you not. It'll be one stupid thing after another. So everything looks good here. So there's a possibility that we have an issue with this cord in the back of the Yaesu. The previous owner of this radio beat the living hell out of it, and then he got it used anyways. So we have no audio. Okay. Okay, we still have no audio. Let's close this out. We'll come back when we have it figured out. But this is very typical. Alright, so right now we've got, put it in tune mode. We're 1.3 to 1. See how this radio thinks it's really bad? Okay. Alright. Interesting. I don't know if it's transmitting then. Also, and we have the village idiot on his dirt bike in the background. For 2 years I've been listening to this guy, or longer, doing the same thing every day. I don't even know who he is. I'm assuming it's some grown man. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so we finally got it. We got, oh geez, we don't want 80 watts. You can hear this thing doing something stupid. 23 watts. That was weird.
Okay. Oh, it's on the wrong band too. Somehow it changed band. Okay, that's fine. We'll try 12 meters. Okay, so we'll go over here. I really hate doing this without a mouse. I did bring the mouse out here, but there's nowhere to set it up. So we'll just go ahead and just do 23 watts. There's an antenna sitting right here. There's this mess of everything here. So basically we got Japan, Christmas Island, and Brazil. We'll probably get none of them because of where we're sitting, but we're just out here just doing this to do it, you know, just to try and get something set up. This is practice, you know. As you can see, it's pain. It never ever works the way you think it's gonna work. It's always difficult. So unless you have like this solid system in place, yeah, you're gonna have to practice. And then, you know, once you get everything figured out how you like it, then you change it, and then it becomes a little bit easier. But normally I don't set this up like this at all. Normally I don't use the tuner. Normally I don't use this radio anymore because the SWR meter on it's bad. I just use my Xiegu G90 and a battery. That gets rid of this whole scenario right here. And then just this antenna, and I can just adjust the antenna as close as it needs to be, and even if it won't, then I can still just use the tuner and the G90, and 20 watts is plenty. So it's nice if you can, you know, run more than that, but you know, the G90, everything's all in that little radio. Super simple. So we're gonna go ahead and bump it up to 65 watts. Just see what it does. So I'd like to look at that. You got to be kidding me. See what I'm talking about, guys? We just knocked the whole entire battery out of here. Alright, so I got everything put back over here. Oh man, it's kind of a pain. Oh, and then we won't be doing that no more because the tuner's offline. So literally had to run in the house and go ahead and solder that really fast, so we'll put this back together. So I've got it going on 12 meters. It's probably going to be kind of hard to make a contact on here. So this radio here, everything is really inconvenient. So I should be able to put it in AM, and then it will tune me. So we're just sitting here like that. We can also go into this antenna tuner and see it's using that much to match it. So we would probably be better off to go ahead and slide it up a little further and key it up and see. So we get it to where it's not using anything. That went worse. So it's using more inductance. Okay. Let's put it in bypass. It's pretty high. Okay, so I think maybe probably like right about there then. 4 to 7. Now this antenna tuner, no matter what I do, it won't stay in bypass. It'll protect itself. So we're 4 to 1. We probably could adjust the antenna. Let's just go ahead and see where we've bumped the VFO again. Oh wait, actually we have not. What it is that this radio changes the frequency when you change the mode. Okay. So we'll go ahead and transmit it, see what it does. Well, it doesn't do anything because we bumped something again. There's something is just not right about this thing, and it's the connector on the back of the radio for one. I've had problems with it in the past. I guess maybe the connector is bad or connections on the board are bad. Alright, so we've got it doing about 50 watts. We're just going to call a few times on here and we'll just go up to the next band. So right now we're in receive. We're on 0.8 amps. We're in transmit. Well, 7.5 amps, 57 watts. So let's see if we can get a reply back from this guy. -7's pretty good signal, but then again, I'm in the backyard on a portable antenna, so I really don't know what that number would equate to. And now we have a problem. It doesn't like something. See, it's creeping up. And then it will continually do that over and over. Probably RF is getting in somewhere. These tuners can be notorious for doing that. So, and I heard it earlier. See, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. I've been calling this station. Somebody else just jumps in there and kicks me right off. And then I think the reason this time is because the other station actually replied. But it doesn't always work that way. So we can see they said 73, so we'll click it back again. We've added a counterpoise. I'll probably get kicked off again, because somebody else will probably come in and call at the same time I'm trying to call. Okay, so we're doing 21 watts. Sitting next to this thing. I would be really shocked if that got into Indonesia on 12 meters. But you never know. What we should do is go into the PSK reporter and just see if we're even getting out at all. Looks like not real well. Yeah, nobody's receiving us anywhere. These are, well, these monitor stations are probably stations I picked up, maybe, I don't know. They were definitely not doing well. So, as soon as this band closes up, we'll pick something else anyway. And when it gets dark, I'll add the 80 meter coil. So we've literally been transmitting here for a while. We just go back to CQ, but anyway, we're radiating 55 something watts, and we're not getting picked up anywhere. So, make sure. It's possible the clock thing is still screwed up. So what do these things say? So these are receiving stations. I don't know if these are just stations that I've picked up. Let's go sent by. So signals sent by my call sign, all modes. Okay, so we have Hawaii and wherever the hell this guy is, N0KM. VA7CDDU7, Canadian in Philippines. So anyway, from what I can tell, I'm not going to make a contact on this band. All of a sudden, it does appear we're getting out. Interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and just change bands. And I didn't even adjust the antenna. I just let this thing tune it. Let's see what we got here. This guy's +2, but he's calling for DX, so he'll probably get pissy if I try to make a easy contact with him. Look, we've already made a contact. That's nuts. Okay. There seems to be some RF getting in here. Okay. I noticed that too. I was like, oh, what the hell? And it's like calling, like, I don't know if it's calling the wrong person. Once it's transmitting, I can't do anything. It's interfering with something. The mouse is out here too, so it could be getting in through that. That's another thing you'll probably experience if you operate portable, is you're going to end up with issues with RF sometimes. So maybe a simple ground stake and a ground wire can really help out. Let's see if we can actually like make this contact. So, and it's interesting, I go just to this band, which is, you know, lower in frequency even. I don't even adjust the antenna, and boom, I'm making contacts. So 10 and 12 were just really kind of closed up, I think. So we should get our final 73 on this one. Yep. So then now I'll attempt to apply to that one. Let's see if we can make more than one. 60 watts running off the battery. Looks like it was drawing about 5 amps. I'll log these contacts later, but so anyway, I'm not gonna try the other antenna because it's getting late and getting dark. So we should be able to make these two contacts, no problem. We'll see. Yep. So anyways, this is just fiddling around in the backyard, and you know, everything's just kind of thrown together.